Hello, everyone, and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. We have today another Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament 2021 Group D race between jjschmidt and Shatty. I'm Star, and with me on comms is Cooper. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Looking forward to a race here. These guys are from your group, as we were just discussing.
Yeah, for sure. I've already raced Shatty, but I guess I'm scouting JJ, even though we've raced plenty of times in the past. So, oh, was there a Schmitty out there? But yeah, it's definitely Shatty. Slightly
Yep,
different people.
yep, Shatty and jjschmidt. So, hey, chat. So as mentioned, this is Group D. Cooper here has 2 wins. Shetty also has 2 wins and a loss, and this is jjschmidt's first race of groups.
I mean, I have 3 wins now, but
Yeah, oh, right. The challenge has not been updated. Thank you for the reminder. GG's on that, by the way. For reference, Cooper just finished up a race of his own shortly before this. And we're about to get going.
yeah, he just finished now with a 117, which is not bad at all. I just the seat just worked perfectly though for me. Anyway,
Back to this race, we're going. Oh, Bays Island connector right by start.
yeah, the I would totally explore this too. That start area looked pretty cramped.
Very cramped, yeah.
We got a ref tile there as well. That'll probably be the only other connection out of here, I would imagine. But
Probably. Technically could be a third, but usually just 2. One of the nicest of layouts I've ever seen.
yeah, I wonder how long they're going to spend on this Maze Island. JJ's already given up.
Yeah, Shatty's gonna try a little bit longer. And nope. That's a boots block there, right south of Start, so they're not going that way.
Well, it's very possible that the Maze Island's the only way to go, but I doubt it. It looks like it opens up here, so we'll see.
Yeah, looks to be one of our mountainous biomes as we find Palace 5, right north of Start. And Saria. The back half. In this case, the other half is on the other side of that lake, or bay, as it were. Reflect, nice, that's free.
Yeah, well, kind of free. If we need to cross that, that could be very interesting because there's a lot of woods around here, and Begu could be in any of them. We haven't really seen where that goes, if the other side is available. Oh, but here's the east.
Oh, yeah, the east, connector to the east, right by the caldera. Which, speaking of, it's a caldera.
Yeah. JJ is exploring the east a little bit. Shatty says no thank you and gonna do the west a little more.
Finds another town over here, which is Rauru. And has life in it. Okay, well, it's nice to have life early on.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point. As J.J. Schmidt falls in this cave, fairy cave. Yeah, that looks to be the caldera connector here. That's fun. The caldera is apparently through fairy cave. That's gonna be fun to find later.
Oh, JJ's got the maybe a P-Bag here. That's great. You can always use a P-Bag right at the start. 200 points. That's great. Get us attack 2.
Yeah, oof, magic. Life is 92 points at Magic 1, so that'll drop soon enough.
And we're able to access the other side of Saria, so no Begu adventures in this seed.
Nope, we are going to have fairy adventures apparently with that caldera. Shoutouts. Thank you. Zero Wing to our 2 runners, JJ Schmidt and Shetty, both of whom haven't been on Restream in quite a long while, so it's nice to have them back. And shoutouts to my co-com Cooper and to our tracker Elendar.
Yeah, thanks. Shatty taking a life level, he didn't find the P-Bag. He did find the P-Bag. Is Shatty not gonna get the P-Bag? What?
Shatty, you're right there.
Why
Dude.
would you not go and get it?
I don't know either. But here's Reflect for him, and I think at this point we're fairy blocked from the rest of the western continent, so it's time to go dig either Maze Island or the east. Maze Island didn't look super friendly, but the east didn't look all that friendly either. At least we don't have to chain the continental connectors together like we had. There's another seed I rolled last week that was you had to go from the one side to the other of a caldera west, to then go through Death Mountain, to then go through Maze Island, to then get to the east. Great chain.
Looks like we got a magic jar. The first magic jar is one of the best items in the game, really. But that doesn't give us any immediate progression, for sure. It is nice to have that reflect spell, so when we find P4, we can just go ahead and... Oh, and we saw a small enemy drop a key there, so that's that could definitely come into play. Both of them have one key now. Oh, well.
And apologies also, chat, on the cropping. It is now fixed. Mislead.
We get a hint that there's a P-Bag in the east. Shatty runs into the P-Bag screen again, and again he passes it up.
Shatty, really, dude? Really?
And he also finds Bagoo. Passing up Bagoo is more understandable. That's completely unnecessary.
Yeah, Bagoo is not helpful today, but Shatty... Yeah, Fairy Cave looks to connect us to the Caldera today, which means we're not going there. So, east it is. Unfortunately, this looks like it might be boots blocked. Or
well,
you
there is
need to
that connector, yeah.
Yeah, okay, and there is a little path here. Okay, look. Pretty mountainous, though. Mountainous biomes tend to be kind of annoying just because the mountains get in your way from going much of anywhere, really.
Right. Both of them are going into this fairy drop multiple times, kind of in disbelief that they can't get anywhere in the west.
Yeah, it's not super common to see a block like that.
Oh, there's also this other direction to go in the east, and JJ has found the desert tile. Just a heart.
Just a heart container. Nukasudo, which has shield in it. No. Okay.
Wrapped in 7 magic containers. Ouch.
Ouch. Nibiru has thunder on Shetty's side.
I would imagine JJ is probably going to try to get, maybe pick up shield if he comes back through a spell later, so that he can get the item and the shield spell at the same time. But I don't think you would want to skip the shield spell, necessarily.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Thunder now for Shetty. Schmidt, in the meantime, JJ's in the meantime found it at one of the item caves in the east.
This could be a long fight here.
Yeah, low levels, low health, low everything, really. That's not the nicest.
Man, JJ, this is a big moment for JJ. Gotta get past this guy and get this item for sure.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That's bad news.
Yeah, you really don't want to take a game over here.
Well, at least, at the very least now, he's seen the item, so... And he picks up that heart. So, that's good.
Yeah, but now he's just beating us up for the experience. That is an enormous swamp here on Shatty's side.
Yeah, Yeah, that 150 is disappointing total. I think that's probably the minimum that those Eula cells are supposed to give. So
Yeah, that's really low. Shatty taking a death as well. They're both down to 1 life, and I haven't seen a palace here in the east yet for up A's. Yeah, Shatty's... Okay, good timing on that life level because that would have been a death.
JJ's got a palace here, and he'll probably up an A inside, I imagine, and it's P3 or 6. Maybe he's gonna try to farm up a level quick.
There's a Shatty's found a palace on his own here on the southeastern corner. Schmidt is a little further north. Oh, that's GP.
Yeah, they're probably like right above each other, even though that you might not be able to get from one area directly to the other.
Yeah, they are in fact right on top of each other. But no, I think heading north here should put Shatty where Schmidt just was.
Yeah.
Or maybe not, because I can't do anything. But yeah.
Right, yeah, this is definitely a different area. Got an old Kasuto, though. Fairy Town, that's a great find for Shatty. Oh, if he can get there, he refilled his life, so...
Yeah, he updated GP, so he's fine.
I think he'll be okay.
Oh, Schmidt's further... I think Schmidt might be further west than I thought. Oops.
It looks like he went back to start and went to Maze Island. So...
It looks like it, yeah.
Hopefully see some of the drops on Maze Island now.
Mm-hmm.
Can we not cast life yet?
I know it was 92 at Magic 1. I'm not sure how much cheaper it is on Magic 2.
You would think with 5 magic containers you'd be able to cast life at Magic 2, but I don't.
Maybe not. Oh, there's a bridge tile. There's a bridge tile in this Maze Island too. Apparently, just got all the connectors today.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I don't think I've seen that to this point. I haven't played that many seeds of the new version, but
It's not especially unusual to see 3 connectors on one continent.
yeah, it seems like the bridge is a real wild card. Like that can really go just about anywhere.
Mm-hmm. For all we know, actually, the bridge could be our way to the southern half. Could be one of our could take us back to the west, actually, in the southern half of things. Though Shatty does have ferry now to get there anyway.
Yeah,
He might try the southern half of the west after he's done with this.
could. I would say Death Mountain is probably more likely, but we'll see what happens when he gets there.
Shatty can start digging palaces now that he's got ferry. He can also just explore the southern half of the west, because we only saw 1 palace in the west. We're missing 2 of. We're missing the other 2, and we're missing Rudo and Nibiru as well, and Mido. Sorry, I can't read my own thing or think apparently. So there's multiple things he could potentially do in the west.
Shatty just found an item cave there. Did he go in that before?
I don't remember. I'll be honest.
That was the heart that JJ got before. Not sure if Shatty went and got it. He's only got 5 hearts, so it seems there's a good chance he hasn't been in there. I don't know why he didn't go in.
I'm not sure either.
What was the palace on Maze Island here? Did we see that?
I missed it, as well as what item was right north of it.
Oh. Someone saw it. I'm sure chat can let us know.
Well, we're seeing it. This is the other 3 or 6.
Okay.
The boots were just north of the island.
Oh, well, that's always nice to find on Maze Island. I mean, it's nice to find anywhere, but Maze Island is probably the place where they're most relevant.
Shatty,
This is Rebanek. I'll be very impressed if he does this at attack too.
Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. Well, and that looked like a bridge to the west, actually.
Yeah, it sure was. So I guess the raft tile has to go to Death Mountain.
Yeah, I don't think we've found another connector to Death Mountain yet. And the any key is a great find.
Yeah. I'd say that was all maybe logically required, but we've already got access to fairies, so that would take care of any key logic. JJ just have the boots now, so he can get around that water block there that would have limited him just a few seconds ago. I don't think JJ got both items on Maze Island, did he?
I don't think he found the other one.
Yeah, that's interesting to not search out the other one, I think. But, well, he's got an item right here. We'll see in just a second.
I'm gonna backtrack to that P bag first. And it's a hammer!
It's actually great news that the raft goes to Death Mountain, I guess, because maybe we just don't need that at all. But we do have the hammer, so once we get to Death Mountain, we can get both items. Yeah, kind of hard to say how this is going to play out right now. The big thing that we need, of course, is the glove, and yeah, that would be.
Oh, the southern half of this west is looking very messy without a good thing boots are right there because it's helping jjschmidt a lot with getting around it. Yeah, it looks like a P6, so it's just kind of sitting out in the middle of nowhere particular.
JJ picks up his 6th magic jar.
And he notes, okay, Dash is not going to be very accessible today considering it's in Mido.
Yeah. JJ would be well served to go back to the east and try to get that fairy spell, whereas Shatty's in the right spot here, but he definitely wants those boots. Those are so useful in this randomizer.
They really are. Just need to take his leg over there. And this is our... And that is a bright orange P2 on jjschmidt's side. Well, that's orange.
Yeah, I certainly don't blame JJ for digging P2 at all. He's got the magic key, so keys aren't going to be an issue whatsoever. It's possible he could get blocked in here, but it's also possible that whatever he finds in here could be something that...
Didn't we get a hint for this being the raft?
Oh, is this the raft? Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right, it absolutely was. I was trying to remember what the raft hint was, but now that...
I wasn't 100% sure either, but yeah, I think it was raft and P2.
It was. You've jogged my memory, and I agree.
Excellent. And Chad agrees with us too. Even better. Oh, that's a glove block if I ever saw one.
Yeah. Well, we know that the glove is likely not in Death Mountain, unless there's more than way in there, I guess.
I think if there was another way, jjschmidt would have tried it. I don't believe there is.
Oh, into P2, but I mean into the Death Mountain in general. There's
That's
probably...
possible.
Is it possible that the two caves on Death Mountain just link to each other?
No, we've seen... So there's only 4 types of connectors. 2 caves, 1 raft, and 1 bridge. We have seen both caves, and we've seen raft, so it has to be. And we've seen the bridge, so it has to be the. So it does have to be a raft to Death Mountain. I can't brain.
So JJ picked up the medicine, which means that he can now pick up the dash spell. I'm sure that's a lot of people's favorite spell in this game these days, but did Shatty get the boots there? They were the tile right above the
I'm pretty sure he did.
palace.
And here's the key for him.
Okay.
And yes, spell is behind a trophy, so they're hoping that's not required.
So it looks like JJ might search out the other item here, or maybe not. Okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna. I'm not sure why he walked back to this instead of just obeying, because that cave is right next to start. But okay, he walked back to the left instead of obeying. I'm not sure why that he did that there. It probably would have been faster. It was faster to obey than to walk back to the cave that's right next to start.
It wasn't a huge deal though. Just a couple seconds.
Yeah, just mildly interesting rounding. But I think he's gonna head for the caldera now. As Shatty picks up his hammer. Or actually, no, this is, where is Schmidt going? Back to the east. Also, I do think that Valley of Death entrance might be, looks to be boots blocked over here, potentially. On the other side of that small lake. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
No, not quite. Just an awkward location.
Yeah.
Fun spots. Boots do make it a little nicer to get to, though, at least.
For sure. It might even skip an encounter.
Hmm?
Well, guess not.
And that's Valleys of Death for you. Darunia. Let's jump in it, as we figured out already.
Yeah, Shatty is definitely winning the early battle for acquiring spells here.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe jjschmidt so much as seen Nibiru. I definitely hasn't seen Old Pseudo yet, so he needs to get to those places sooner rather than later.
Yeah, there's only so many directions to go in the east. I'm sure he'll figure it out soon enough.
Yeah.
Shatty's found the second item, and it's the trophy, so now he can go get that spell, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how much use it'll be, but we are still missing that glove.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely go pick it up.
I would as well, because we believe because P2 is glove blocked, and besides, GP is almost always glove blocked with these flags. In this version of the randomizer, it's rare to see a non-glove blocked GP with how many.
Yeah, I'm not aware of.
There.
I'm not aware of any 6-gem seeds that don't require the glove. Maybe some of it existed, but I'm not aware of any. So
Yeah. Especially since blocking rooms can appear in any palace, it's pretty much the norm to see at least one glove block somewhere. And we do know that this rather bright orange P2 that Shatty is in is probably glove locked. We can confirm it here. Because if I remember, because this one's just an elevator room, and I think the next room just takes you into a glove block. So
Yeah, no, I think it is glove block for sure. Oh, Horsehead Nays with the glove. Wow, the blank wall in Darunia had a hint for the glove, so it's in P1.
That is a fantastic hint.
I don't think we've seen P1 yet.
It's either Valley of Death or the Caldera.
Yeah.
So a bit of a dig, but hey, you want that glove, so you're gonna go dig it.
For sure. The seed seems pretty nice, really, so far. I don't think... I'm trying to think of any surprises it might have for us, but it seems like it could be pretty quick.
Yeah, it seems like it could be a pretty good one. The map's been pretty reasonable. Nothing too wacky about it. Map's reasonable. The item placements seem alright. The spell placement's pretty good. I think, yeah, it's just been a pretty decent seed so far.
So we know which palaces are which based on the pillars and the columns in the palaces. There's 3 different types, basically. One for 1 and 4, one for 2 and 5, and one for 3 and 6. And then you can't really differentiate 3 and 6, but the other ones have different ways to differentiate them. So
yeah, the notes sheet, I have a little thing of a jig I put together when I first started learning how to commentate C2R because I couldn't tell the things apart either. And that's a quick visual reference for all the towns and palaces because I sucked to it at one point. I've gotten much better since. Yeah, I did actually roll this one, Clem. I do occasionally roll decent seeds. They can't all be stinkers. One of the issues we having, yeah. By the way, that river double is just rather funny. It's leading to nowhere from nowhere. It's just complete dead end. You can walk right around him.
yeah,
He would be a bit of a shortcut, but they really don't care.
It's almost useful.
Yeah, I don't think the River Devils had a job in a while, honestly, with 4.0. I don't remember the last time I saw one that was actually required for much of anything. I did have a seed the other day where the River Devil was blocking actually something, and boots had not been seen at that point in time, except for the other side of the River Devil was a complete and total dead end with nothing in it. JJ picking up Thunder now, should be on his way over to Ferry soon enough. This ferry shouldn't be too far from here. You can also get the water tile, which we haven't seen yet, as Shatty picks up a 1-up on the other side. Nothing on the water tile.
This 334 is an interesting kind of breakpoint for what your leveling approach is going to be. Like I like to try to get as many attack levels as I can usually, but having dashes available does make taking the magic level a bit more appealing. So we'll see what JJ decides to do.
JJ finding GP now here in the far southeastern corner of the map. Shatty, that's P2 that you were already in earlier. Shatty does not have the hint for glove to know, so he has no idea that his glove is sitting in P1 and that he needs to either go dig the Caldera, which is where he's going anyway, but or the Valley of Death for it.
Well, that was really unfortunate for JJ there that he almost had that blue Lizalfo's dude dead and
Oh, yeah.
got knocked off the edge of the screen.
I'm sorry, that's almost comical. The two connectors to the caldera are Jump Cave and Fairy Cave. Thanks, game.
JJ's picking up his fairy spell, so he's basically in go mode. He just has to pick up the glove when he gets to P1. I'm a little confused that he opted to up an A there, though, because he doesn't know where P1 is yet. It could have been in the west, or the east, I mean.
Yeah, he could have gone to the Valley of Death, but apparently he's decided that he wants to try the caldera before he tries the valley.
Yeah, let's see what he decides here. Oh,
and it is indeed a caldera.
Shatty has found P1, yeah. So as long as Shatty stays here long enough to get the glove, even without the hint, he's going to be in really good shape, for sure.
Because they're both in pretty similar positions right now.
Yeah. I would definitely give Shatty an edge just because he's in the right place, as long as he doesn't leave P1 without the item. But I can't imagine leaving P1 without the item when you need the glove yet, so...
Yeah, you're here, you don't want to come back here. It's a little bit of a hike to get here. You're out of here, it's pretty short. It's P1's one of the shortest palaces there is, so yeah, you might as well just take it out. I think Schmidt is also heading for that caldera now. Stop over for downstab first. Downstab and probably dash.
The biggest advantage that JJ might have here in the end is that he's got dash spells, so that could definitely come into play a lot later once they get more magic levels.
Well, Shatty does also have medicine, so you could go choose to turn it in a bit. Hi, Reset.
What was wasn't Dash behind the child?
No, Dash is behind the medicine. Jump is in Darunia.
Oh, this is Dash right here?
Yeah, this is Dash right here for JJ.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that it was in Darunia. Sorry. My bad.
No, you're fine. Alright, Shatty is not placing the gem in P1 just yet, is going to try and dig up another 153 experience for that level, and probably still looking for the item as well.
Why doesn't he get that P-bag right there? It looks pretty easy to get. I wouldn't be afraid of that dude.
I probably didn't feel like dealing with the crumble bridge, I guess.
I think the number one thing on Shatty's mind is getting the item, so...
And which is the right place, we know, so he doesn't know that, it won't much matter. Pretty even on levels too right now, 3, 3, 4 apiece.
I don't think you can jackhammer it. These iron knuckles. It's not a blue one, it's a red one.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite jackhammerable either. There we go.
Oh, this is interesting. But he can cast Fairy. He needs to realize that he has to cast Fairy here. Otherwise he could get stuck. Or does he have Jump to cast?
He does not have Jump. That one is in Darunia.
Okay. Take that magic level. Take the magic level. Or not. I guess you're gonna up an A here. Okay. Alright. Yeah, you're stuck. You gotta up an A. He doesn't realize, but he's gonna soon. Oh, he's gonna take a death from this guy. Okay, fair enough.
That works.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Just don't leave your glove behind, because if you do, you're screwed.
Yeah. Alright.
There we go. Phew.
Yeah, this... I completely discounted the possibility of a death. Once he killed everything on the bottom, I didn't realize that the Tinsu was there to respawn for him. So that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, it did.
Well, JJ's right behind Shatter here, coming into P1. I'm sure he won't have any problems fighting Horsehead as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's a glove for Shatty.
Yeah, he's got to be feeling good about that.
So that is likely go move, though I don't remember if Shatty ever actually found Darunia, so I'm not sure if he knows how to get where to get upstab, which might be an issue later on.
I think he did. I'm pretty sure he did. He just didn't go in because he didn't have much reason to at the time.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I wasn't sure.
I don't think it was hiding very hard or anything.
No, Darunia wasn't. I just don't know if he got to that. Yeah, I just don't know if he ever got there. Got to that part of the map. More like.
So Shatty took an intentional death so that he can ferry back across here. I imagine he's just gonna go ahead and place the gym right away and maybe leave here with 444. We'll see what he decides to do.
I'd expect as much, yeah. Actually, no, I think that, no, yeah, that's gonna be 444.
Yeah, Irene Punmaster noting that you need ferry to get to the ferry, although you could use the jump spell, but I'm pretty sure whoever designed that room definitely had the ferries meeting there in mind when they did
it. Almost certainly someone to the sense.
So this P-Bag could get Shatty an extra level. Oh, it's only 50. Never mind.
Nope, never mind. Thanks, game. Would have been nice if it could, but the game's not doing that for them today. I don't think we've really seen much of any high-value P-Bags. Uh, 444 is kind of low for 35 minutes in. But they'll pick up more as they beat palaces.
And that's about all we're going to be doing for the rest of this seed. Maybe a quick stop to pick up an upstab or a dash spell, and can't imagine them doing too much else.
Yeah, no need for that Death Mountain today.
JJ is going to he's surely not going to get enough experience, so might be a little disappointed when he gets to the item that he's going to be in a kind of a weird place with his experience and probably going to just have to give it all up.
Yeah. Alright, Shatty's done with out of the Caldera, is going to go be P2 here. And at that point I expect him to up a go be P5 and then head back to East and Maze Island.
Yeah, it's also possible that you could leave P5 for next to last, because you might want to up an A out of the whatever that palace is that's in the lava area in the east anyway.
The valley, you mean?
Yeah.
He might choose to up A out of what will be P4, yeah. We'll see. We do know though that GP is also in the east. It's kind of in a really remote corner of the map, so we'll see. Shatty has, I believe, picked up his glove and is now out of here. Yep. Gonna just follow Shatty to P2.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be quite as quick as the seed that I just had, but definitely looks like one of the quicker ones.
Yeah, it should be a little over an hour, depending on how GP decides to be. And we are beating some of our shortest palaces first, so Or other palaces could be a bit of a troll. Let's see.
Yeah. But really, we don't need to look for items, and that's the biggest thing. We've got plenty of magic and heart containers, so there's not a ton that we would even want to look for in the palaces besides the bosses.
Yeah, I do want to keep an eye out on what the current cost of thunder is, because I haven't been paying much attention to that. I entirely missed it from Schmidt there. Whoops.
It's hard to imagine that it's gonna cost more than 6 bars at whatever they end up.
They'll probably be at like Magic 6 by the time they get to Thunderbird. Yeah, I'm not too concerned.
Yeah. Oh, there's a nice 500 point big drop there for JJ.
Nice. Shatty passing through one of these open air rooms and is heading right now in this. Gonna get rather convenient ferry here in this violently orange GP. Someone made a comment that this was blood orange, and I'd agree with them. Slightly more pumpkin on JG's side.
Yeah,
Thunder
not
is
GP,
passable.
P2, of course.
P2, sorry, but yeah. This P2 was a rather violent shade of orange. P3 was pretty bright too, but the palette's not the worst I've ever seen by and large.
JJ went ahead and took life 5 when it popped up there, so I imagine he'll probably get another level before the boss at this rate, but we'll see.
Yeah, 840 should be attack 4 for him. Shay decided to go down left here, still looking for Helmet Head.
Yeah, this P2 has been a bit of a maze, Shatty, so far.
Yes, it has, and JJ's looking to get a little turnaround as well. Yeah, back to this elevator room and then around a bit.
I think it'll be surprising to me every time when this Crumble Bridge room is not the standard Crumble Bridge from Palace 1.
And looking like this P2 is a real dig for both of these runners as they get entirely turned around here. They're in different versions of very similar rooms.
Yeah. JJ really wanted to cast Thunder there with the Blue Iron Knuckle and the Mago both on the screen at the same time, but I think he was just a little short. Thunder is only 62, so it is pretty cheap, but yeah.
Shatty picking up that raft. I don't remember if he saw the hit, so he might not have known. It was just like, yeah, I guess I'm here. I'll just pick it up.
Yeah, it's really hard to turn down items when you find them. I'm not sure if he 100% knows that he's in go mode, but
he should know at least he doesn't need a continental connector, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Because he has boots, he has glove, he knows how to get to all his palaces.
I guess if he hadn't seen everything, like, I just wouldn't know if I need the flute, perhaps. So, but.
Oh no, I believe he has seen both P3. You know, he's seen P3 and GP in the east, and so he knows his last palace has to be in the valley.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he should. Sometimes it's just easier to pick up the item than to think about it, though. So.
Yeah. And he went for the item in the first place because I don't think he saw the hint. So for all he knew, it was a magic jar or heart container, which he wouldn't have said no to. And yeah, Thunder is 62 magic points. A little less pricey, but affordable.
No, that's a really good price for Thunder. Anytime Thunder is less than 4 bars, you consider it pretty fortunate, I'd say.
Welcome in Zelda Speedruns 2 rating with a party of 103. Welcome in our Link to the Past render raiders. We have ourselves here a Zelda 2 randomizer race, a standard tournament 2021 Group D between jjschmidt and Shatty. They're both in go mode. We're just clearing out palaces at this point as Shatty places his gem in Palace 2. Just looking through the seed, been a pretty decent one. And map was all pretty nice, all things considered. The item placements were decent. Nothing too wacky about this one. This, I believe, will be dash for Shatty since he's here. Might as well.
Yeah, he was gonna walk around it. Oh, is he not gonna get it? That's surprising.
You walked to it, Shatty. You've got enough palaces left. I think dash is worth the time sink.
Yeah, I would think so too. Dash can actually make some rooms a lot easier too. It's not just for saving time. It can be just a nice tool to have.
Yep, I'm not sure where he's going now. He's just kind of wandering the map? Question mark?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a cross keys race on CSR2.
Yeah, they just rated us Cooper.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where they came from.
Okay, he doesn't get dash, but he does get the spell. At this point, I would have taken dash and skipped spell.
Jada decided to up an A there. Yeah, I don't know why he's getting spell.
Oh. Okay, go Shatty.
It sure seems like he has a lead, but it seems like his lead is maybe dissipating a little here, unless he keeps getting into those palaces and placing those gems.
Yeah, and he just took a hit too. Dude, you're in go mode. Like, he should know that his final palace is in the Valley of Death and that three-eyed rock does not exist. Or if it does, it's useless. Alright, in the meantime, though, I was gonna go beat P6 here. This also tends to be one of the longer palaces, so we'll see how long it takes him. And that's a dead end.
Yeah, I think he knows how to get to the boss in P3, but if
he does, yeah.
P6, then I don't think we've seen much of any of this one yet. So.
No, neither of them have really dug out P6. Didn't want to on low levels, no glove, no anything really. In the meantime, JJ's just getting really turned around in this P2. I think they're both gonna end up seeing, I think, just about every room in this one by the time jjschmidt gets done with it. You have to take several lefts to get there too, which didn't help. I know for a fact this garden is not on the way there. Unless I don't think it is, it might be just getting lost. I think this is the item in here. Sometimes for... Okay, actually no, I think this might be the right road for JJ.
Yeah, I think he's heading in the right direction.
Yeah, this looks like it. Another one of these open air bridges here for Shatty. These look pretty neat. I'm rather fond of them as far as community room goes. Saw another one of these earlier, but I think that they had different enemies in it, so pretty sure that's not a loop. Because this room's new. It has, unfortunately, it's just a dead end, as JJ finally finds his help head.
Yeah. Good news for Shatty is he's well on his way to attack 5, which will be nice to have before Barba, if he can get it.
Yeah, and then probably Magic 6 after that, either that or Life 6, or Life 7. Back, Shatty goes. P6 is just being P6. Getting trolled by a Doom Knocker here. Does not have enough magic to cast Reflect, so out he goes.
Oh, that worked out perfectly for JJ right there. Just enough magic to, or just enough experience to get that level, and then now he'll be able to cash the gem for maximum value.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll have the same levels for the moment.
Yep, 4, 5, 6 apiece. Oof, and that's enough for Shatty. JJ's up Aing a change, so we've got a bit of a divergence here, and JJ's not going to do Maze Island just yet. Or at least not going to go from it from the direction Shatty did, is going to go be P5 instead. Man, Shatty's having to backtrack through quite a few rooms. I wonder, I mean, he's pretty deep in the palaces at worst, but I wonder if an update might have been a bit faster than walking all the way back through here. It is taking him a good while to get back to that fork.
For Shatty here, I imagine he really wants to cash in this experience, so...
That's true, fair. Scatterbrain that. And he's back to the fork. Time to head up. A nice 100 experience. And Purple gave him nothing, and we've got another one of these rooms, which is not the same as before. He is slowly getting there. Unfortunately, the seat's not been super generous with experience, so it's getting that couple hundred that he needs is there. That should do most of it. Yeah, not being the kindest. That Doom Knocker did most of it, and that's another dead end.
Yeah, I really don't know how to recognize dead ends in this version anymore.
I know a couple distinctive ones, but not all of them. Smart choice to pick up the blue jar there for a magic refill, and is gonna head left now.
This room looks familiar. Just had this in B2.
Hey, and there's Shatty's level. Really had to work hard for that one. It's been by a Doom Knocker here. And that looks familiar. Yeah, I think Shatty might be starting to loop a bit here, this P6.
This can't be the way, I don't think. It's always a dead end over here, I believe, but...
Yeah. In the meantime, JJ's gotten found his way to Kuma as Shatty tries to get out of the loops. I think he needs to head left here.
Yeah. So assuming JJ takes down Kuma, which he's almost done with, he's gonna take a quick gem lead here, but it seems like P6 is a bit more confusing than P5 was, most likely. So I would imagine that P6 is still going to take JJ a chunk of time when he gets there, but we'll see how much longer or shorter it takes him than it's taking Shatty right now.
Yeah, speaking of Shatty, he unfortunately just took a death, so he is down to his last life as he continues searching for Barba, Brain. JJ just beat Guma. My brain is not working apparently.
Yeah.
So Shatty might need to come back to Barba if he can remember how to get back here. I don't, to be honest.
Well, this is not quite the right way anyway, so we're gonna be doing more exploring at any rate. This room that. Oh, I was gonna say, Shatty, instead of going back through that room, he's like, I'm just gonna restart the whole thing over again. But yeah, that room, that community room there is one of the more unfair rooms, I think.
Mm-hmm.
With those flying moas and the crumble bridge.
Yeah. Alright, Shatty is continuing to try and figure out how do I get through this P6 as JJ gets in as well. Shatty not wanting to use his magic here, there we go.
I don't think there's gonna be anything over there. It'd be news to me, but I guess I don't. I never am too surprised when the community rooms do something I'm not expecting, I guess. So. I bet the right way is up the elevator right there. That's my feeling. But we'll see if this leads anywhere for Shatty. Every direction you take in a palace has to either go to the boss or back to start. So you can't just... Well, you can dead end, but you can always walk back from a dead end, like if you were to drop or something. So... Is this loop again? This must be new because the door's not open, so...
This room looks new, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be because of that door still being locked. JJ's doing his first update in P6. Oh, we found Barba. Good deal.
Finally.
Yeah, that was an ordeal for sure. I don't know if anyone kept track of how long Shatty was in this palace, but it was basically the same amount of time that JJ spent in P5 plus, well, maybe like double that, I guess.
This is a lot of time in P6. But not too tanky today, and JJ's gone through P6 a heck of a lot faster than Shatty did. So that's a big time. That's a huge. That gets him the advantage actually, since Shatty got horrendously lost in here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a death too.
Yeah, I mean, JJ is way ahead at this point.
Okay.
Having a P5 already in the bag is a huge advantage.
Especially because just how lost Shatty got in this P6. JJ did not get nearly as lost.
Yeah. To note, before Shatty entered P6, he was ahead by probably like a minute or something. Oh, when it just takes the game over, that is painful.
Ooh, yeah, that's a real ouch. I mean, there are still opportunities for Shatty to make up time, but being a P6 and now a hike back to Barba and Barba from behind, that's not helpful. It's not over till it's over. That's not good news for Shatty in any case. JJ's gonna head back to the east now. Yeah, they'll be back to the east.
We'll see how quickly JJ can get to the palaces in the east here, while Shatty gives Barba round 3, I think it is.
Something like that.
Yeah, you'd have to think after that this P6, what it's cost him, that Shatty is feeling a bit behind, and he's probably going to be willing to take a few more chances when he's exploring palaces from here on out. So we'll see. Maybe something like that could happen, and he could get some time back that way. But definitely an uphill climb for sure either way. Shatty looks thoroughly uncomfortable fighting Barba here.
Yeah, so chat can't see this, so we can see Shatty's face cam, and it's kind of small, but he doesn't look particularly thrilled about it.
No, I just meant, like, his facial expressions don't certainly add to the appearance of uncomfort, but I mostly meant the way that he was moving around. He didn't look very confident.
That too.
But yeah, he did take Barba down, and that's the most important thing. So moving on now, going to P5 maybe, or we'll see what he's going to do. Not sure.
I'm not sure what he's doing either.
Yeah, I would think you would want to up and in regardless of where you're going from here, wouldn't you?
I think so too. I think this is just losing time. I'm not even sure where he's going at the moment. Dude, why?
He's going to Death Mountain, apparently. And I don't know if he realizes that. And
He's in go mode. He knows where all his palaces are. I'm utterly confused as to why he's here. Huh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be good news for him. The best thing that he could get in here would be a container or some sort. Well, he did find an item really quickly. There's an extra heart, so It's not the worst thing in the world.
No, but also not really helpful for him as he decides to go to Camera Cave. And JJ finds Karok.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on for Shatty there, so...
Yeah, I don't know either.
We'll have to ask him if he chooses to interview.
Yeah, I don't have much else to say about this one.
Maybe he just has a misunderstanding of the flags and he thinks that the flute's always required for some reason. I really don't know.
I mean, he hasn't checked out the Valley of Death yet, and he should know that's a palace. Holy says, I'm decently confused by him here.
Meanwhile, JJ's just got Rebanak left. It should be pretty easy to take care of, and then he'll be on to GP.
Yep, P3 is just kind of out in the middle of nowhere particular. If small mercies for Shatty, at least it's a canyon death mountain with boots, a non-dry canyon with boots, so you can get around pretty quickly, but this is still feels bad.
Oh, I just noticed that JJ got Magic 7 before Life 7. That's interesting. Wonder how he managed that.
Not sure either. And there's Hammer Key for Shatty. Still don't know what he's looking for, but at least he found it so he can get out of here.
Yeah. He pretty much has to leave Death Mountain after this.
I mean, he has no reason to stick around Death Mountain. He's found both items. JJ is trying to find P3 again. No, I'm not quite sure how to get there either, I'll be honest, but it's somewhere out in the middle of the continent. Not sure where, but it shouldn't be too hard to reach. I think it might be to the side of that river double. Maybe not. And that's another heart container in Death Mountain for Shatty. I guess he's got all 8 hearts now.
Yeah, he needs GP to be really difficult, I suppose, to have a chance to catch up at this point.
Yeah, that Death Mountain dig combined with a bad die in P6 put him really far behind. What's he doing now?
I think he must feel like he's not found a palace or something. Not sure. Okay, maybe now he's on the right track.
At least he's beating a palace, which is a start. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's happened to Shatty here. Huh. jjschmidt, on the other hand, has lost track of P3. I don't blame him. I've lost track of it too. I'm not sure where it is. Yeah, Shatty was in go mode, but went through Death Mountain because he forgot he was in go mode. Oh, there it is. Can't really see why Shatty kept looking for items and going to Death Mountain, and that's what he did.
With how quickly JJ found Guma, in P5. I feel like Shatty taking that first down is probably not the right way to go, but we'll see what happens here.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a Rebanak down for JJ, and he's got all his gems done.
Yeah, P3 was very short.
109.30, not bad at all for 6 gems.
Not in the slightest. And that's off the GP for JJ. It's kind of down in the southeastern corner of the continent, so he just needs to go walk all the way there.
I feel like JJ was in that room that Shatty just went through, so maybe Shatty is on the right track. Yep, there he is.
Well, that's Shatty done with P5. And JJ is now in GP.
Already some interesting rooms here in GP.
Yeah, GP very much will require that early waffle room. Not really a surprise. And here's another waffle room. Pretty decent and reset here in the first one. In the first waffle. And Shatty is back in the east. Palaces 3 and 4 are both here. Let's see if he can remember how to get to P3. I would have gotten B and P4 though, because P3 is closer than GP to GP, relatively. Because both P3 and GP are on the eastern side. Valley of Death is kind of more up in the corner. And also, this isn't it.
Yeah, it can get tough to remember all of the different palace locations.
Yeah, my own notes as a commentator just write like which vague direction it is, unless it's something really obvious like GP I just wrote down as the southeastern corner, or the far southeast, which is where it is. Yeah. This is one of the challenges of C2R, is to be able to navigate the maps. Different waffle room under the emoji variants for JJ. Shatty continuing to look for items, as he goes to check the spell tower. Like, at this point, I have to assume he thinks he needs the flute for some reason. I guess he's forgotten where P3 is? Huh. Or did he not see it? I'm not sure. This is the dead end for Schmidt. JJ, yeah.
Well,
And there's the flute.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a flute. Shatty, I guess, may not have located P3, which would explain something, but... Huh. I thought he located P3, but I could be wrong.
We'll have to see Shatty's reaction when he finds that P3 is not flute blocked, and neither is GP.
Well, he walked past GP.
Or
or
P4.
The east was kind of mountainous today, so I can't get him getting a little turned around in it, since, hard to tell where anything is. This is another dead end, JJ. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm just tuning into Shatty. He's got his mic on. He's definitely confused about where P3 is.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't blame him. This east is being kind of confusing. Mountainous biomes can be annoying, and that the mountains just get in your way everywhere, and this one's not being the prettiest of mountainous biomes. I've gotten utterly lost in it myself, I'll be honest. So I'm not quite sure how he's getting to P3 either. JJ is back in this room. So okay, so he's running into a load of dead ends. I don't think he's running into much of any loops, he's just running into a bunch of dead end rooms. And he's trying to work out how to go from here. And that's P3 here for Shatty.
Yeah,
no, he definitely saw P3 earlier because he got the boss. He saw the boss.
Right, he died to Rebenak earlier. I don't.
Yeah, he was on like attack 3 or something, and no downstab, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's what I thought, is that he'd seen P3 before. So I'm very confused as to why he went flute hunting. Because I know he had seen GP for sure too earlier, and he should have known it's P4 in the Valley of Death. Yeah, I don't know why he went on a flute hunt. That cost him a lot of time. I think he might have been behind even besides the flute hunt, but it didn't help.
Yeah. Shatty's only real hope at this point is the fact that JJ also seems a bit lost in this GP, but JJ still got a pretty significant lead here, and it would be pretty surprising if he doesn't figure things out before Shatty gets in here.
Yeah, because Shatty only just now beat P3. This is definitely a new room for JJ. And Shatty still has to go all the way to the Valley of Death to beat P4, and then hike back to GP. This room is not fun for JJ. A lot of jumping around to get through.
Yeah, Shatty just said he's probably already in GP, so he's got a good read on the situation.
Yeah, this looks familiar for JJ. Most runners, especially if JJ's level, are in GP at the hour mark. Especially by now, hour 18 in, there's a good chance you're in GP. This will depend on the scene, but usually an hour 18 in, somebody's in GP. This is okay. JJ heading through here now as Shatty is heading for the Valley of Death. Or Shatty? Hello? Where's he going now? Because that ain't the Valley of Death.
He's...
He walked right past the Valley of Death on the way.
Yeah,
here.
yeah. He doesn't understand. He said that might be a transfer through the lava. So, yeah.
And why does he need? Why does he need jump?
I don't know. Jump can help in GP sometimes, for sure, but he doesn't need it.
No. This is why I am utterly confused as to this item hunt he's been on for the last half an hour.
He's just lost, basically. So
yeah, both in the sense of he has no idea where he's going, and in the sense that he is losing the race. Unfortunately. The Rudy at least is right here, but. And there's Thunderbird for JJ now.
and he's got enough magic to cast Thunder. Always good.
Yep. Just barely enough. There's jump for Shatty. And ouch, that is a death for JJ on Thunderbird, who is down to his last life. As Shatty gets up stab.
I would say JJ is taking care of Thunderbird quickly here, but
Nope, that's a game over.
He's got a lot of time.
Yeah.
For a buffer here, but Shatty is. You could maybe call this catching up a little bit. He's actually in the last palace, so I don't remember this layout too much, but I don't think it was too bad.
I don't think it was either. On the other hand, yeah, he does have, shouldn't be too far. He does have 2 more heart containers, which might make a difference if he can get into GP fast enough, but we'll see how many tries it takes JJ to get through the Thunderbird. And JJ does also know the way. Thunderbird took him a couple minutes to find, so it's not the most obvious of paths. was gonna say, I believe this is a dead-end room on Shatty's side, which it is. Variant of one of the drop rooms.
This is another dead-end drop room for Shatty.
Yep.
Hopefully he realizes that if he sees any rooms with drops in them.
Yeah.
Tries to go a different way.
And there's Hera. And that is the gem placed for Shatty.
Alright, both with 6 gems placed. It's exciting. Neither has Thunderbird killed.
Nope.
And Shatty's got an attack level advantage on JJ, so
Attack and 2 heart containers, which could make a difference.
I think Shatty's gonna up an A and go back from start.
I think so, yeah. It's probably slightly faster.
Yeah, that's getting through all of those encounters and connectors again.
JJ taking the death to get his magic back for Thunderbird. Thunder continuing to be expensive even at Magic 7. And Shatty is now in GP. This go with Thunderbird looks to be going pretty well for Shatty at the moment. And he does have 1 life. Oof. As I say that, Calm's Curse, he takes a death. Yeah, T-Word's fireballs are doing 3 hearts at life 7, which is a big ouch.
Shatty does have shield, and he'll be able to cast that, so that'll help him with this Thunderbird fight as well. JJ is probably feeling terrible at this point, having died to Thunderbird so many times, and maybe nerves getting to him a little bit, not sure.
Oh, he's got Thunderbird down to 1 bar of health now. And there goes.
Yeah, that's probably the game, but there's still more of GP left here, I think. I don't think we've seen enough to say it, like Dark Link's going to be next room.
Yeah, if there had been another game over, there might have been a chance for Shatty, but I think this is likely decided. Depends on how these next few rooms go, because JG is still within game over range right now.
Yeah, and there may be branching paths from here out yet. We'll see what happens.
We saw, so Steamboard was in like the middle of GP, so there were some paths before and some paths after. We'll see how much there is after this Thunderbird. Okay, elevator room. He's also on a quick ticket to a game over at the rate he's going.
I'm a little surprised that JJ didn't try going down the elevator again before heading this direction. This room is a big pain, or it can be, depending on the enemies in it.
Yeah. Oh, and that's a jump scare. Yeah, please, good choice to use that life. This burn rate might do him in though. And that's a dead end.
He might be looking for a fairy at this point here.
I don't think he's looking.
Oh, he's just gonna up an aim. Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, he decided he didn't want to try and get back through the burn knights. I don't blame him there.
Right, no, that's a perfectly reasonable decision.
I don't think he was getting out of there in one piece between the two burn knights in those two rooms. And even if he did, he would have been on no health, so it would have been a game over very, very quickly for him anyway. I respect that choice to just up A, because he wasn't getting through it, I don't think. Maybe, but it'd be odds for it, right? So back he goes through this delightful room, which is really fun because you have to jump around at least twice, oftentimes 3 times to get through here, depending on if you get good with, depending on how you are with breaking the blocks and jumping. There we go. That's a 4-trip round for JJ. Usually it's 3, sometimes, or make that 5. Yikes! This is not a fun room. There we. Really? Okay. Yikes. Yeah. Yeah. Just use jump. That can be a tricky one to jump around. Yeah, comms curse again. Sorry, JJ. He's back here in this waffle room. Shatty is currently off in a different direction. No, I'm pretty sure JJ's on the right track. I could be wrong. And it's a dead end for Shatty.
Yeah, JJ is still heading back to Thunderbird's room. He should know how to get to Thunderbird's room by now. He's done it enough times.
Shatty finding out there's not a fairy at the end of this at the end of this dead end, and just has to walk all the way back through, avoiding the giant bubble.
Yeah, JJ did go to these same rooms that Shatty's in earlier.
Yeah.
Before finding the right way to Thunderbird.
And actually, I do think JJ might have taken a wrong turn at this point. This does not. I don't think. This might. I'm not sure if this is the path to Thunderbird. I'm surprised he's not going back to Thunderbird, because yeah, this emoji room with a bajillion flying heads of both types does not look like the way to T-Bird. I'm not sure why he's doing this, because we know Darkwind can't be past Thunderbird, and this isn't it.
I just have to assume that JJ's going the right way, because he should know that you have to go through Thunderbird.
He should, yes. I'm not sure if... Okay, there's... Yeah. Oof, but that's a game... That's a death there, so he's...
Yeah, he's still got
one
2
life
lives.
down. There's 3.
He's still in good shape for now.
For now, yeah. We'll see how this goes as Shatty is down in this room. Here's back to T-Bird. I'm not actually sure where Shatty is.
Yeah, Shatty's a little confused.
Yeah, I think Shatty at this point is pretty solidly behind since he is still trying to find Thunderbird. And, JJ slowly getting there. That's not big from Shatty. It's not dark link up top. And here's a curtain room at the bottom.
Jump has a nice double purpose there of grabbing the fairy and making it easier to get out of their room at the same time.
This is an oh-so-lovely upstab block.
Did JJ get upstab?
That is a good question, actually. I don't remember.
Oh, maybe he's just doing that to cast jump and stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, he's got it upstab. Okay, he just doesn't know that you don't need jump in this room, I guess. But, you know, it's fine. It saves time, so...
Okay, there was a lot more left of this GP for Thunderbird than I thought. Oops. Pretty big GP today, I think. No, this is just regular. This is short GP flags. This just seems to be on the longer end of short GPs.
Yeah, there is a range for short GP, so... Could be.
Yeah, he should be about to find the...
Is this a loop that JJ's in?
This does look kind of like a loop, yes. Yeah, he's heading back down. This is the GP that never ends, it feels like. I have to agree with you on that. Like, JJ got in here at about the hour 10 mark, so he's been here for almost half an hour. Shatty's been in here for over 10 minutes. I do think Shatty is somewhere vaguely on the right road to Thunderbird. Hi, Falcon. Yes, it is. And that's a death for Shatty. And an end. Gonna at least get a health refill here before he heads back out. And nope, that's back to the upstab block. The downstab block, I can't remember if this is the same one. Might not be.
Yeah, it looks exactly the same.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Health refill here for JJ.
So not sure if JJ can go down here and if that's the right way, or if does he have to go left here? Is that what it is?
Might be the left.
I don't know if JJ's on his last life.
I believe he is.
Yeah, so now he's on his last life with basically no magic left.
Mm-hmm. That's it then for Shatty. Cooper was there earlier. Cooper's been Cooper. Jeez, right. JJ was there earlier. I'm commentating with J. Cooper and commentating JJ Schmidt, and my brain decided to quit on that one. Sorry. Shatty's still getting lost in Waffle Room. This is a different one of these rooms. Yeah, that is the last life for JJ, who's taking a look at this Bird Knight and going, I might be in for a bit of trouble here. Has just enough magic left to cast Jump. This Bird Knight's gonna be rough. Clem GP happened. The rest of the scene was fine, but GP's apparently decided to be horrendous. There we are.
Alright. I have confidence, but it's not quite over yet.
Not quite. Please do the safe strats. Don't take risks. Alright, and there we go. GG's to JJ Schmidt finishing up, taking a win with a 1:43.22 as the official race time. And Shatty upping, and I think, yeah, this is a not quit. We'll see if we can get both of these guys in for an interview, and GG's.
Did they see whether they're joining us?
JJ will be. I did not get word from Shatty. They're both in the waiting room, though, so I'll tell them in.
All right.
Hello, GG.
Hey, thank you.
GG's, well done.
Thank you.
So, how about that GP?
Wow, yeah. Well, I think I'm qualified to speak on it because I'm pretty sure I saw every room.
I think you did too.
I'm still so confused where I even need to go.
We were
Like a
confused
left
like
and a
we're waiting
down
for
and
items.
like a left and a down and a few more lefts and a couple more lefts.
Yeah. I don't think Shatty hadn't even found Thunderpart by the time you finished, JJ.
Oh, well,
Yeah, so
somebody needed to show going against T-Bird than I can. I'm really rusty at that one.
yeah, that took you a couple tries.
Yeah, that's always been my weak spot, is T-Bird. But
Mhm.
yeah, I thought after Palace 2 that there wasn't going to be a Palace worse than that.
Well, you got through P5 really quickly, but Shetty got insanely lost now.
Well, that sounds about right and plausible too.
No, I think it was just P6 mostly.
Yeah,
Oh,
P6.
P6,
I
sorry,
was
not
very,
P6. Not
still
wrong
very
Palace, yeah,
lost in
P6.
6.
Yeah, you got so you both went to Palaces 1 and 2. Shetty, you were slightly ahead of that time, and then you diverged. Right, so JJ, I think you were the one who went to P5. Shetty, you're the one who went to P6. JJ figured out P5 fairly quickly. Shetty went to P6, got insanely lost. So lost that JJ got in before you finished. And then JJ beat Barba because he took a death on Barba. So JJ being the first out of P6. And it just kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah. It was about a minute lead for Shatty, maybe, and then we really had no idea what Shatty was doing for. I think. Sorry. Don't want to give you a hard time, but maybe getting lost in P6 kind of made your mind go for a little bit there. But we were like, you knew where all the palaces were. You just had to go to them and stuff. So
Yeah. Like,
but yeah, you went into Death Mountain and got various items and stuff that you really didn't need. You were in pretty decent shape as it was, but yeah, by the time JJ got to GP, he was there like 108. So
110, yeah.
Feels right.
Yeah, so he had a pretty solid lead on you going in.
Yeah, and then JJ just GP was very confusing, and JJ took several tries on Thunderbird. So we saw a lot of that GP, and we saw a lot of it several times. So between the two of you guys, so,
yeah.
What can you do?
Sorry for keeping you up.
Yeah, well, it's all good. I mean, I'm not going to bed, but maybe Star is. Yeah, but I guess we'll do this again tomorrow, JJ. Hopefully, we get another fun one like this, huh?
Yeah, hopefully less fun in JP, but more fun going candleless tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a good time. I heard you talking. Are you done with all your races, Shatty?
Maybe.
Oh, that's right. You had the issue with the.
I played Devious the other day, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. I got to
Right.
message some people, see what's up.
Right.
Someone let TH know in DMs or something, and he'll take a look and figure that out. Shetty.
It might be the case where we're both out of brackets anyway, so.
I mean,
Maybe I'll wait and
let
see.
me go squint at the really.
See if it matters first.
Well, let me go squint at the thing again. For reference, there was a bit of an issue earlier with Snafu earlier with things. I mean, it could actually still matter. Yeah, I think it could still matter. I would probably expect a replay if nothing else. We'll sort it out. Not the time to discuss it live on the stream.
Yeah, I'll shoot Alan Halfley a message. Take it from there.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. Yeah, GG's guys. Good luck to Cooper and JJ Schmidt on their race tomorrow against each other.
Good luck,
A
boys.
good one.
Yeah. Thanks. Anyway, thanks for commentating with Star, and thanks to Elendar for doing the tracking, and thanks guys for putting the show on for us.
So yeah, shoutouts to both our runners, JJ Schmidt and Shatty, for putting up a great race. Shoutouts to my co-commentator Jay Cooper, who bounced from a race of his own right into this. Thanks a lot. And thanks to Elendar for keeping it behind the scenes and tracking everything. Coming up ahead on the CSR schedule, tomorrow we have a handful of races. Starting up with 3 p.m. Eastern, the Link's Awakening DX and % No Wrong Warp Out of Bounds Tournament 2021 Winners Bracket Round 2 between Dragon Co. and Seize. 7 p.m. Eastern, we have a Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 2 Tournament Qualifier number 14 of 16. On 30 p.m. Eastern, as mentioned, JJ and Cooper are racing each other. That'll be on CSR2. And at 10 p.m. Eastern, we've got another LADX match, Winners Bracket Round 2 between Astronomus and Happy with Sugar. We'll have more races coming up throughout the week. Hopefully, we can put up some Z2R, some more Z2R matches, assuming we find some volunteers. But that will be it for us tonight. We are going to go over and say hi to another runner in the tournament who is currently doing some practice. Animus United is having fun with the standard seed. Looks to be his second of the night, so let's see how that's going for him. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good night. Okay.